podcast Total BS tomorrow is with the interviews with Bruce Rayek. This was one I done a while ago, and it was in Durham, in a hotel in Durham. I don't think anybody's heard it, and I'm going to be putting it on YouTube, so you'll be able to see it visually. I mean, I put one on last week, Big Billy Ashcroft, former cult hero of Middlesbrough. Went to AFC 20 in Holland and played with Wrexham. Everybody seemed to enjoy it, the visual side. So I've got a Bruce Rayek one that nobody's ever seen visually. I'll be putting that on YouTube tomorrow. And you'll be able to listen to part one. He talks about Bruce Rayek, former Middlesbrough manager, former Scotland captain, former Aston Villa player. They used to call him Assassin when he played, Bruce. He was a tough nut. He talks about his career. Then goes on to obviously Middlesbrough, talking about the liquidation scenario and how he was paying players out of his own pocket because the club couldn't afford it. How he got Colin Todd in, who was a great player at Derby County under Cloughie and a great player for Sunderland. He came as his right-hand man, but neither were getting paid. Bruce, of course, had taken over for the late, great Willie Madron. That was Willie's last signing at Middlesbrough. Willie had brought him in, and then Willie left or got sacked, and Bruce took over the reins. But a lot of the boys in that team, and they were boys, Pallister, Mowbray, Cooper, Parkinson, these guys, Willie Madron had developed them over the years, so obviously Bruce developed them that a bit more and went third, second, first in consecutive seasons. That was an incredible experience. So you can listen to Bruce Rayek. Bruce has got some great stories. He's a good talker, good communicator. Talks about the Arsenal time at Arsenal, talks about signing Dennis Bergkamp, his fallout with the Arsenal and what happened and who he was trying to get in at the Arsenal and who he was going to let go. It was a secret at the time, only the board members knew. One of them let it out the bag, caused a few issues and problems. Yeah, but Bruce had a great career playing and club football and internationally, and had a great time at Middlesbrough. I got asked, a few people are asking, oh, where's my book, where's my DVD? Look, this book and DVD, you can still order them, but they're getting sent out. I've got a boatload here, I've already sent a boatload out, and it's 7.enterprises@hotmail.co.uk. So if you put 7.enterprises, the word 7.enterprises@hotmail.co.uk. If you want a personalised book and free DVD, it's £10 plus post and packaging, and we'll send them out. But don't panic and don't be giving me stick. I don't mind a bit of stick, but they're here, they're all signed, they're ready to get sent off tomorrow, so don't worry about that. There's still a few left, but they've went really well, and thanks to everybody who's purchased one. What else am I going to say? I'm going to read a couple of these out. As I say, everybody's probably switched off now because we went down. Not my fault. Anyway, Dave says, Lynn says, what was your opinion of the referee yesterday, Bernie? I thought first half iffy, second half bit better. No more than that. Dave says 5 league victories in a bounce. Good going, Bernie. What is, Dave? I do believe we've turned the corner now. Couple of games in, 2-3 and everything, we don't know. But yeah, the Sunderland game and then coming out the international break and winning in a frustrating affair, but we were the better team by far, was great. Mickey says, I thought you'd be in New York tonight, Bernie. And people watching will be saying, New York, what do you mean? Yeah, Morrissey's playing in New York. Actually crossed my mind. Last time I seen Morrissey was New York last November in Brooklyn. So, but no, I'm not. But I know one or two people has gone. I'm no pals with them, but I've seen them on the social network saying that they're there, and I've just wished them good luck. Enjoy your time. Joanne says, despite a great run, our strike force is still weak. Do you agree? I mentioned that throughout this Facebook Live. Yeah, as I say, Coburn's still very young. Scuffed a couple yesterday. Is he prolific? I don't know. I've not seen enough of the kid. I would presume he's not. Latty Laugh looks as if he's too rushed. Composure. I played with lads who are super quick, but when it comes to composure, they lack it. It's about putting the brakes on. Calm, cool, pick your spot. I don't know if Latty Laugh's got them. He'll score goals and he'll cause problems for opposing defenders because his pace. But has he got that? I don't know. And Crooks up front will get a few goals, but I don't think he's going to be prolific. Ian says, Billy Ashcroft interview was great, Bernie. Yeah, Billy Ashcroft, as I mentioned him earlier, big character at Borough. And I did a podcast with him last week. You can listen to it on all the good platforms. Liam says, great to see Roger score. Yeah, it was his first league goal. I think he scored in the cup. That was his first league goal. So that was good. Tim says, I see your boyhood heroes won today. Or Celtic. Celtic, yes. I think somebody sent me something. They'd won 4-1 or something against Hearts away. What was this one? Won't be Christmas without you in the Hill Street. Book signing, Terry. Those days are over. I've had 23 years of that, Terry. People keep thinking it was about books about me. It wasn't. I was doing books about other people. I did books about me initially. The first one went to charity, and then I did one on my own, and then I started doing a few, and then I started interviewing other people. So, and people gave me stick for it, but stick about what? What, making a living and working hard and doing things I enjoy doing and meeting the public and talking football and writing about football. It's enjoyment. I mean, there is jealous, envious people out there. We've seen them galore with the young lads that's getting through at Middlesbrough and progress. You know, they've been hard to put to post with some of the fans. It's just you do anything in life and you get on and you try to do projects people have a go. They're entitled to do that, that's fine, but I enjoyed doing it. Made a couple of quid, people were happy, I was happy. That's what life's about, isn't it? Being happy and trying to make other people happy. Anyway, they have to pay for books. You used to skip in at Erson Park. Used to jump the walls. Tim says, I see, no, I mentioned that. Jake says, enjoyed chatting to you in the Dovecot yesterday. Are you in there every week? Jake, yeah, probably just brisked by you, sorry. Yeah, I'm in there after every Saturday game, not midweek game, every Saturday game I'm there. And what I do, I just go on the Facebook, YouTube live and talk to fans live. Fans have been at the game. You know, I asked a few lads yesterday, why have you no colours on? They say, well, we take the colours off because we're coming into the pub, which is wise. You know, I doubt they want to get in there decorating borough colours when they're out for a bud or whatever, or a drink, or so I get that point. And Louis says, enjoyed your chat with Andy Campbell yesterday in the Legends Lounge. Yeah, I did as well. I'll read these ones out and that's it. I see Paddy McNair's one of our highest earners at Club, Bernie. Would you cash in? It's for Jim. Jim, irrespective of what I think we'll definitely cash in. I think we've got a backup and we'll be looking probably at younger lads. Paddy's, I think, 28. He's been there, what is it, 6 years or something? Paddy's been there. This is his 6th season. He's been a great servant. But if he's a big earner, I think that indicates he'll be showing the door. It won't be ability down to his ability or lack of it. It'll be down to his financial wages. Neil says, what did you think what do you think of Wayne Rooney taking over as manager at Birmingham? Well, I just think it's another case of getting into the game yesterday. He'd been getting in 1-1 than Michael Carrick, the guy before him. But they went for, it was John Eustace, wasn't it? John Eustace was the manager beforehand. He'd 1-1 on the board than Michael Carrick, but gets sacked for Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney got into the game, 25% win rate as manager. Great player as manager. Is he a good role model? Personally, I don't think he is. Why has he got a job then? Well, he's got a job because I think Brady, the American, the big hitter, the American wants, he's obviously looked at the big buck rather than the football side, think big name. I heard there was 1,200 Birmingham fans travelling, ended up there was 3,000 there. So right away it's but there's a lot of hype about Rooney. I mean, Rooney, Gerrard, Lampard, great players, all thrown in at the deep end, all given top managerial jobs because of their names playing for England and the fantastic careers they've had, and they have been fantastic. But that doesn't mean you're going to be a great manager. And does that mean you should jump the ladder? I mean, you look at the late great Brian Clough, borough boy, born and bred, started at Hartlepool. You know, Harry Redknapp, I remember playing for Middlesbrough against Harry Redknapp's Bournemouth down the divisions, probably 2nd, 3rd division at the time. And they all worked the managerial ladder. But in the modern game, it's a bit like the pop stars. They go on the television show and they get voted and then end up superstars loaded, whereas guys like Rod Stewart and company and the bands of old, U2, whatever, they had to work the ladder, go through the nightclubs and small venues before they actually get a top billing. So for me, yeah, I just think they just jump the ladder, they're thrown in because of their name. I see the viewer, better PR, bigger name, I get all that. But the boy John Eustace must feel hard done by, without a doubt. January transfer soon be here. Where would you strengthen Bernie, as we lack a few areas when injuries build up for Gareth Oyston? I'd like another defender, another wide man, and I'd be really greedy and want 2 centre forwards. That's what I'd want, but whether we'll get that or not, yeah, I don't know. You don't give your opinion, Gareth. I'm intrigued to see what you're going to say. Rooney's a big name, looks like the owners want for a high profile man. That's what it is, Colin. That's it. I know exactly what it is, and I get that side of it. But if I was John Eustace, I'd be looking at the game thinking, he's just in there because his name, not because he's did what a manager is a manager. He's just back from America. I don't know how he did over there. Nobody even spoke about him over there. But the Brady guy's American, isn't he? He obviously knows his profile over here, his big name. And I mean, I look at Rooney and I think, he's overweight. He's out of shape. He's been in the tabloid for the wrong reasons in the last 10 years. Does get bad press. I say Gerrard and Lampard, but those are good living guys. And I think that means a lot for a profile in a club. Sorry, even your football profile, but you need a good profile as well. You need to look the part. If I've got a 16 Clem manager coming out and saying, hey, you're not fit enough, I think, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? And that's what I see. That's poor PR for me. It's on in the gym. I know PC law go, oh, you can't. Of course you can. If I've got a gym, I need to look half fit. If I come out 30 Clem and go, all right, here's your money, yeah, there's the gym, run you go. I'd be thinking, well, why are you not doing a bit? Fatty. You know, it's bad PR. But when Rooney's sideline yesterday, the hat on, I mean, it's not the look, it's what his team does, but I think he's in for a tough old job. I'm sure Brady will give him the backing, i.e. financially, but he needs to make it work. He's brought an entourage in there. There was loads on the bench yesterday. Mind you, a bit of like Sam Allardyce when he was at Newcastle. Big Sam had a bus loader. He did too, he had about 3 entourages. How highly do you rate Hackney? How far can he go? David, I think, because he's a grounded lad, because he's a local lad, I think that's why he'll get to where he wants to be. As long as he keeps his feet firm on the ground, keeps working in his game, don't believe the hype. You know, it's nice to get reviews and that, but you need to still keep your feet in the ground and don't get too carried away. It's happened with players for years. I've seen them at Middlesbrough, young lads getting overhyped, overpaid, and then you never see them again. They end up playing non-league. So, he's had a great year last year. He's back on it again this year. He needs to keep it going. Keep it going. But for me, to really go up the ladder and to really stick out, he needs to score more goals. And I think he's capable of doing that. He needs to be a wee bit more selfish. A wee bit more want to score a goal as opposed to playing it or winning the ball and giving it to other people. He can play as well. He's already scored a great goal this season, but I'm looking for a few more. Do you think this is genuinely similar to last year and this will be a promotion push? I'm starting to get excited now. Phil Otten. No, we still keep my powder dry. As I say, 7 games we were hit and miss, huffing and puffing, letting goals in galore, not scoring enough. Now we're playing well, good to watch, entertaining, scoring goals, keeping clean sheets. So we're on the right track, but is it enough to say we're going to get a promotion push? No, let's get into January. Let's get over the winter, January, February, March, and then the business end of the season and see who we bring in January. A couple of players coming in January and top of what we've got would bolster our beliefs and make us think even greater, and if we can keep it going. What was your first goal for Ireland after Aldo picked up his penalty? Your class. Was your first goal for Ireland after Aldo? This is for Kieran McFitzgerald. It wasn't Aldo, it was actually Kevin Sheedy. Aldo, if you don't know who Aldo is, Aldo's John Aldridge. Me and John Aldridge played, was it me and Tony Cascarino? I think it was Cascarino I played with that day, Kieran. And it was my debut goal against Wales, my first game for Ireland, first cap under Jack Charlton. And I rounded the keeper, who was Neville Southall, played against many a time, Everton, he was a great keeper. And the boy handled it in the line, got the penalty, up stepped Kevin Sheedy, keeper saved it, parried it, and I scored for a tight angle, and that was it. So it wasn't Aldo. But I remember joining and watching John Aldridge, and John Aldridge, I knew John Aldridge at Liverpool, prolific goal scorer, great goal scorer with Real Sociedad. went to Tranmere, Liverpool lad, Liverpool fan. And he was a character, Aldo. And I looked at his, well, I didn't look at his record till after I came away from Ireland. And the first, so I'd scored 1-1, but John Aldridge, prolific, brilliant striker, won in about 15. One goal in 15 games. And I thought there must be a reason. But when I joined the squad, and then I looked at the stats when I was over, I realised why. Because the whole DNA of Big Jack was, it was for the big guys to score the goals, get on the end of them with the height, aerial threat. The wee guy did all the running, all the donkey work. He wasn't bothered about who scored the goals as long as somebody got the goals, i.e. Niall Quinn, Tony Cascarino. And that's what it was about. You know, so yeah, so it wasn't Kieran, it wasn't Aldo, it was Kevin Sheedy. Really buzzing with the Borough at the moment. Bernie Carrick deserves a lot of credit. Could have walked away when things were baddest with Adrian Patterson. But he stuck his guns, kept positive, and always says we will get out of that mess up the effing Borough, Bernie. Yeah, look, as a manager, you have to be, and you stick to your principles and your morals, and you stick rigidly to what you believe in. Football, settled team, and he's obviously kept at it. Would say right back, another midfielder, if Gareth asked me, and he's now telling me what he wants. Would say right back, another midfielder as good as Howson. If he gets knocked, we could lack, if he has midfield. Hackney is good but can't rely on young lad. Also definitely up front, agree, like to laugh. Rush, Coburn's young lad, and seen by the summer by loaning out, then kept in, don't think he's ready yet to get consistency from him. Yeah, you need to remember, young Coburn, thrown into deep end, more or less says he's not wanted, see you later, you're on your way to Plymouth. He's already been out on loan, and Carrick's made it clear, he went public and says that he was going to loan him out. And then all of a sudden he didn't get what he wanted in the summer, or enough, and he's kept him. So if I'm Coburn, I'm thinking, hold on a minute, he didn't really want me. But then he's getting an opportunity, even if it's by default, it's up to him to grasp it, and I think at the minute he's grasping it. Another 3 points been up there from Borough for Stuart Gurley, simple as that. I've overshot the runway quarter past, I know the 10-minute spell. I'll read these out and then that is it. So thanks for joining us. As I say, I'm on 10 o'clock Tuesday night after the Norwich game. I'll be watching the Norwich game and then I'll be talking about it. And but on Monday, tomorrow, is the Total BS podcast. It's Bruce Rear Part 1. If you're a Borough fan, you need to listen to it, irrespective of your age. Great talker, great communicator, and he's one of the best managers ever at Borough. Through the most difficult period, relegation, liquidation scenario. Amazing. Kieran says, thanks Bernie, love your passion. Kevin Sheedy's relatives are only up the road in Dara, County Clare. Cheers Kieran. Yeah, I'm not going to go to Kevin Sheedy, but it was Kevin Sheedy. I think Aldo started the bench that day, and me and big Tony Cascarino. Still got the jersey here. Anyway, thanks very much. So where are we here? What do you think? Oh, I mentioned that. What do you think of Wayne Rooney? Gerald says, Bernie, where do you stand in the politics in the game of football? Listen, I'm fed up with the back teeth with politics. I'm totally against a lot. I mean, the so-called beautiful game's polluted, saturated with politics. It is. Everywhere you look, everywhere you listen, everybody you listen to, there's agendas, propaganda, bullshit, hypocrisy, greed, power. The man in the suit brainwashes the public here in Britain, in the world, the nation. It's time the players and the clubs stop being a pawn in the game, in my opinion. Stop it. Get rid of all nonsense. We cannot change the world. People, the working class, it used to be a working class game. I don't know if there's such a thing today as a working class in football. I'm sure there is. But the working class need escapism. Football is escapism for the fans. They go there for the players to entertain, score goals, keep clean sheets, enjoy it, get rid of the frustration, not get dragged down in politics. You have to wear this, you have to kneel, you have to stand up, you have to wave what I tell you to wave, don't wave what I tell you not to wave. Get rid of the lot. I'm actually into painting at the minute. I'm going to paint some, I'm going to paint a picture in the theme of that. Kick politics out of the game. There's loads of slogans go about. I'll say kick politics, propaganda and bullshit right out the game of football, and let's concentrate on the football. We love football. It's where we get our kicks, our adrenaline rush, and where we get our escapism. Some people have got enough on their doorstep, problems and issues. We don't want to hear. You better throw your telly out the window, switching your radio off, and don't buy papers. I do that in the main. But I still keep hearing tittle-tattle about what's going on. And in football, we come out, we do this, we do that. I mean, Middlesbrough yesterday. And thank goodness, because it may have been uncomfortable for a few people. They mentioned both in the war at the minute. They stood up and there was a minute's, was it a minute applause or silence for the war. And they mentioned both countries. If they'd have mentioned one, there could have been a bit of trouble. Or, yeah, as I say, should keep it out of football. Let's concentrate on the football. When you go to Middlesbrough, you should wave a Middlesbrough flag. Celtic, Rangers flag, whatever, Liverpool. Forget the politics. You're getting brainwashed. Anyway, that's it over. So back tomorrow, total BS. Looking forward to it. Bruce Ray's interview. If you're a Borough fan, you'll love it, and you'll see how good Bruce was. Yeah. So thanks very much. Sorry about the delay, being a day late, and sorry about it cutting off 10 minutes before the end. That was due to the power cut. That's what happens when you live in a village. And my cat, this is my cat by the way, my cat just loves, you can't see it. There's my, no you can't see it. My cat's here. Okay, thanks very much. Up the Borough. Cheers. Off to Norwich Tuesday, then exit to Plymouth. Love it. Joey Henry. Joey,